la moindre escarmouche, lisez sur mes lèvres. Je vais réunir les deux chambres en congrès, comme me le recommande la Constitution, et je vais leur demander l'autorisation de déclarer la guerre au Rwanda. Je le dis et je pèse mes mots, parce que je suis même prêt à cela.
I don't know. I don't think anybody is interested in war. I even don't think Tshisekedi is interested in war himself.
An all-out war between Congo and Rwanda. On paper, it's a mismatch. Congo has a massive population and an army that's ranked 8th in Africa. Rwanda is a tiny nation with no coastline. But here's the thing. Rwanda is winning right now. Let's break down who actually wins this fight. The David versus Goliath numbers. Let's start with the numbers that matter. The Democratic Republic of Congo sits as the 8th most powerful military in Africa and 64th globally. They have the sheer size advantage. A massive country, millions of potential soldiers, and a defense budget that's been ramped up significantly. Rwanda doesn't even crack the top 40 in Africa on Global Firepower's ranking. On paper, this should be a blowout for Congo. But here's what the numbers don't show. The reality on the ground. Since 2021, Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have captured Goma and Bukavu, provincial capitals home to over 3 million people combined. They've established parallel governments, tax systems, and even opened banks in occupied territory. UN experts now report the M23 has built a force of roughly 30,000 troops, and they're backed by between 5,000 and 18,000 Rwandan soldiers operating directly in Congolese territory. Rwanda is effectively an occupying power in eastern DRC right now. The United States has confirmed that Rwanda has had strategic control of its proxy armed group M23, and is intimately involved in planning and executing the war in eastern DRC. Rwanda's secret weapons. So how does a small landlocked country punch way above its weight? First, experience and discipline. Paul Kagame's origins as a guerrilla fighter have shaped a military that's well-trained and experienced in jungle combat, capable of succeeding against materially superior opponents. Second, the motivation asymmetry. M23 fighters believe this is an existential war. They've been forged by years of persecution, displacement, massacres, and isolation. They see defeat as potential extermination, creating a level of determination Kinshasa's forces simply can't match. Third, forced recruitment and brutal training. Human Rights Watch documented mass forced recruitment, grabbing civilians from homes, churches, and schools. Recruits told of beatings, starvation, and deaths in training camps. Fourth, the economic incentive. This is key. Rwanda's mineral exports surged from $373 million in 2017 to $1.75 billion in 2024. Gold exports alone reached $1.5 billion. But Rwanda has virtually no gold mines. UN investigators say the gap, about 19,000 kilograms of gold worth $1.2 to $1.5 billion, comes from the DRC. M23 seized the Rubaya coltan mines in April 2024.
M23 is a product of many other problems that have not been addressed for decades.
Controlling roughly 15% of global tantalum supply, Rwanda's entire economy has become structurally dependent on eastern DRC's minerals. They literally can't afford to lose this war. Why Congo struggles?
I don't know.
Congo has the numbers, but they're plagued by challenges. The Congolese army is beleaguered. Kinshasa remains committed to a military solution, while everyone else advocates a political one. There's a dangerous illusion that 2012 can somehow be replayed. But this time is different. M23 has built permanent governance structures. They're not just occupying, they're administering territory. Congo also suffers from international pressure. Western nations want peace, but they also want access to Congo's minerals, cobalt and coltan critical for tech industries. The real verdict. So who wins?
I don't know.
Rwanda wins any conventional battlefield engagement in the short term. They have the tactical advantage, the combat experience, and the motivation to fight ruthlessly. But here's the catch. Rwanda cannot actually win in the sense of annexing territory. Rwanda has military supremacy without hegemonic capacity. They lack the economic weight and political legitimacy to govern Eastern DRC. International backlash would cripple Rwanda's economy and diplomatic standing. Congo cannot lose because it's simply too big to fail entirely. But they also can't win the current conflict. Kinshasa has shown no willingness to make meaningful concessions. The truth is that neither side can achieve total victory. That's why we're seeing a perpetual low-intensity conflict. Rwanda benefits from instability while maintaining relational ambiguity. Congo is stuck in a war they can't win but can't afford to surrender. Final analysis.
I don't know.
Rwanda would win any direct military confrontation in the eastern provinces. They've already proven that. But they'd lose the peace. And the international community is not going to let Rwanda just walk away with all those mineral resources permanently. The US brokered peace deals aren't working. Unless Kinshasa gets serious about political negotiations, and Rwanda gets serious about actually withdrawing, this conflict continues. And the real losers are the millions of Congolese civilians caught in the middle. What do you think? Could Congo turn things around with better military reform? Or is Rwanda just too entrenched to dislodge?